What's new in build 9.0.11? We've made some major changes and additions to the Argus Titan software with build 9.0.11. User account updates. Guest limited home screen privilege. Monitor current page privilege. Guest login without password. Argus Translator updates. Adding sort to the service configuration screen. Display Argus panel labels. Email out address format. Argus graph changes include printing for multiple axes and resizing. Legend now includes scroll bars. Argus graph dark mode again available. Introduction. With the latest build 9.0.11, we've made important changes to the way the Argus Titan software is used and added several features meant to improve the product around graphing, user accounts, printing options, sorting, and changes to email out address formats. User accounts. The Argus user accounts have been enhanced with the following features. There's a global privilege, guests limited to home screen, and we've enhanced monitor current page privilege as well. These system privileges are used as part of an access profile for each user depending on their level of access. Guests limited to home screen. The global privilege, guests limited to home screen, is used to limit a user to only view the screens in the software. Anyone logged in as a guest can be limited to just viewing the home screen and receive a "you must log in" message if they try to navigate away from the home screen. Monitor current page. The global privilege monitor current page allows a user to monitor their current page after the system times out in the following way. If a username is anything other than guest and monitor current page is not enabled, then you're taken to the login screen on timeout. If your username is anything other than guest and monitor current page is enabled and the logged in user is the same, then you stay on the open screen on timeout and the refresh rate is set to 10 seconds. If another screen was not previously opened or the new user is different, then you're taken to the home screen. On timeout, you're returned to the login screen. Guest login. When logging in as a guest user, you don't have to enter a password as it is ignored. This allows users to access as a guest without setting up an account and having limited view-only access to the software. For more information on user account updates, see the build 9.0.11 user account changes video. What's changed? Argus Translator updates. The Argus Translator has been updated in several important ways, including a new integration dialog to bring all system parameters associated with BACnet objects under the system group hierarchy. This provides an easy way to configure and understand the linkage between Argus parameters and BACnet objects. From here you can add, delete, and batch copy set entries. For more information, see the latest version of the Titan software online help. Adding sort to the service configuration screen. We've added the ability to sort by site name or site ID in the service configuration dialog of the session manager when trying to connect to a specific site. Previously, if you had a long list of available sites, it was problematic to find the correct option in the list. Display Argus panel labels. While you could always turn on labels for the Argus panels, there were requests to turn this on by default for all panels on the system. It can be a lot of work enabling a panel when you have a lot of them on a configured system. Email out address format. The format of email addresses has been updated so that more complex email addresses are accepted by the system with no problems occurring. There are two parts of an email address, the local and domain part, each with their own set of criteria that we allow. Local can be up to 64 characters. It can use any of these ASCII characters, uppercase and lowercase English letters, digits 0 to 9, characters, a dot, period, or full stop, as long as it's not the first or last character and does not appear 2 or more times consecutively, for example, ... Special characters. Domain. The domain must adhere to the following strict guidelines, up to a maximum of 253 characters. It must match the requirements for a hostname consisting of letters, hyphens, and dots. Domain may be part of an IP address surrounded by square braces, such as jsmith at 192.168.2.1. Here are some valid examples. Here are some invalid examples. Graph changes. Printing for multiple axes. There's a Show All Axes checkbox on the Argus Graph menu to allow for better printing. When you have multiple X or Y axes that need to be printed, this option includes them in the printout and resizes the screen correctly to align to the graph. Graph Legend with Scroll Bars. The Graph Legend now includes scroll bars for easier use when viewing a large number of channels. Graph Dark Mode. Graph Dark Mode is once again available, as many users like the look of it in our earlier Titan versions. Summary. We've covered the following: user account updates, guest limited to home screen, monitor current page, and guest login. Argus Translator updates, adding sort to the service configuration screen, displaying Argus panel labels, email out address format, and the following Argus Graph changes: printing for multiple axes and resizing, legend including scroll bars, and Argus Graph Dark Mode again available. For more information on any of these additions, see the Argus Titan Online Help, accessed from the Argus icon menu in the software. Thanks for watching and for using our Titan 900 software.